Let's just wait a few seconds with introducing our players because we've still got an ad running.
I'll let you do it.
Sweet. Oh, nah, you take it away. You take it away.
What?
I love hearing you talk, man.
Well, I love hearing you talk. This is a double-edged sword, Larian. Alright. Larian, throwing it out to me. I'm going to have to say Saladin. Are kind of, I know him a little bit. His PvZ is a little rocky. He's more of an aggressive Protoss player. He's going to be our red Protoss down here in the south quadrant, if you will. And Destiny, our troll blue Zerg player up here in the north quadrant. We'll have to see what type of playstyle Destiny is going to opt for on Antigua Shipyard's cross position.
Yeah, it looks like Destiny is not aware it is cross only. Do you think we should inform him of that?
I guess if you want. I think he's figured it out by now.
Yeah, he has. He's repositioning his Overlord right now. But he was sending that to the wrong spawn location for a second, so that's a little bit sloppy. Destiny is not aware of that, but of course, no big deal. Antigua Shipyard is really an up-and-coming map. We've been seeing it a ton in a lot of tournaments. It has been added recently to the Playhem map pool, and I'm loving the games that we're seeing on it. I hope to see a start of a great series on this between Destiny and Saladin. Looks like Destiny wants to go for a relatively early expansion here, not getting speed as we've seen him do in the last couple of games. Of course, this spawning positions and this map is going to allow him to get away with a non-speedling expansion.
Yeah, Saladin trying to do a nice little block on that hatchery, forcing Destiny to throw up that spawning pool. So, and whoa, we do see a Nexus first out of Saladin. This is quite interesting. We're going to have to see, again, like we were talking about with MLG, Leenock taking advantage of Naniwal. We'll have to see if Destiny is going to take advantage of Saladin.
And Saladin is actually taking advantage of Destiny right now. He was running away with his probe, coming back in and blocking this. This is screwing with Destiny's build so much. He wanted to get that hatchery up about 30 seconds ago when Saladin started blocking it. And Destiny is so annoyed right now. He's forced to get out. He's only getting 2 links as well, but he did kill the probe, so 2 links is going to be good. But you might know that getting only 2 links is a little bit, you know, cutting corners, because a Protoss player can decide to drop the Cyber Core or the Gateway to block that expansion again, and 2 links and 2 drones will not have enough DPS to work it down really fast. But he killed the probe, so I guess 2 links are okay, forcing Saladin back.
Yeah, definitely. I would not be surprised if Destiny is going to opt for a fast third as well, as we see him doing that. His minerals are stacking up, and this drone is moving down towards the 3rd position, so he is going to do that. And we just see the normal the fast Nexus play out of our Protoss player. The 2 gases going up in the main. Going to be start teching pretty high here pretty soon.
Yeah, the Nexus first out of Saladin on this map is pretty risky to do. There's a few different ways you can do it. I've seen Protoss players, you know, wall off at the bottom of their ramp, you know, their first ramp with a forge and a gateway and a cannon. But Saladin doing the little bit more risky way, you know, roaches with an overlord spotting the high grounds can do so much damage to this wall-in. But Destiny, of course, not going for an early roach bust because, like Nerdswagger told us about a half a minute ago, the early 3rd base is on the way for Destiny, and it's looking quite sexy for him so far. A scouting probe might be finding out about that soon, though.
Yeah, definitely. And again, with those kind of 2 fast gases from our Protoss, I would not be surprised if he does opt to go into some type of Stargate play and try and deny the surge, especially after scouting it. Again, like you said, he does get that scout off. Those lings are able to take out that probe, and we are going to see a Destiny go into macro mode here pretty soon.
Yeah, we definitely are. The ball is definitely in the Protoss park right now. He can do a lot of things to be able to pretty much counter this. The Stargate used to be super duper popular in pretty much every Protoss versus Zerg, but the Stargate's been dying out a little bit lately, and the focus has been more on getting an early 3rd base as the Protoss player to keep up with this.
Yeah, definitely. That Stargate, really hard to utilize. You have to get so much out of those Phoenixes and Void Rays, and it's just so easy for the Zerg to defend if all they ever have to do is build an extra Queen or 1 or 2 Spore Crawlers. And especially on a map like this, as you can see Antiga's Shipyard, all he would have to do almost to defend his natural is just place some well-positioned Spore Crawlers at his 3rd position, and they would never get to that natural.
Yeah, I'd actually like to come back to that a little bit, what I just said about these Stargates. Of course, we still see it a lot. We sometimes see a double Stargate all-ins transitioning into a Colossi play and stuff like that. But I definitely feel that, you know, the early Stargate to deny the 3rd base is not as popular anymore as it used to be.
Yeah.
Zerg's really figured out how to deal with that.
Yeah, it's definitely been dying out as of recent. We do see a Twilight Council and 3 more gateways coming out of our Protoss player. So you could be opting for some type of blink aggression, unless he is opting. Let's see the gases. Nope. I don't think we'll be seeing any DT play anytime soon.
I'm not too sure what a Protoss player wants to do here. He's getting that Twilight Council a little bit in a hidden position. That's really Destiny did see the pylon, but not the additional gateways or the Twilight Council. And looks like it's going to be blink. Wow, that's been a while since I've seen blink builds.
Yep, it's quite interesting, as I was thinking as well. Again, another gateway going down. So let's see, Lyrlian, he is going to have, I think, 5 gateways.
6.
6, excuse me. 6 gateways.
Yep.
On top of it, Lyrlian.
Yeah, man, I was counting them at the same time as you were. I was like, how many gateways is this? Looks like I did a little bit better in elementary school than you did.
Touche, Lyrlian, touche. We do see the Protoss upgrades going out already. Level 2 weapons for our Protoss.
Yeah, this is going to be a 2 base plus 2 Blinkstalker timing push. I've actually seen, I think, Hero do something like this before, or I have seen it in the EU Playhem dailies. But it's a build that used to be super duper popular, and it can still really catch Zerg players off guard. But Destiny is actually doing a pretty okay job. He's getting Ling Roach with upgrades, and that deals pretty okay with Mass Blinkstalker.
Yeah, definitely. And our Protoss player doing a great job of macroing and keeping the probe count up. Again, as Destiny is on 3 bases, we still, now Destiny finally just surpassing the Protoss in units. And now we finally see another gas, finally the 6th gas going after Destiny. So that Spire play that's going down in the natural, Lyrlian.
Yep, I was thinking that, and you spotted it first this time. Didn't want to...
I was really good at Where's Waldo, Lyrlian. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. We see a scouting roach going down by Destiny, and he's going to scout for this 3rd base, and he's going to see no 3rd base, and that's going to really tip Destiny off to make more Zerglings and more roaches. That's exactly what he's doing, making another 12 Zerglings. His +1 armor is going to be finishing up, but Saladin, of course, is going to have +2 weapons, so he's going to be pretty okay to deal with that. He's going to have the upgrade advantage, but Destiny does have a little bit more time. He's making more Zerglings, more roaches. He does unfortunately not have any spine crawlers. Is this going to be enough for Destiny? I am not too sure.
Yeah, that blink did just finish, and the level 2 weapons is finishing now too. He's trying to force field his back so those Lings cannot get a flank off. Destiny not looking in too great a shape. Those roaches are doing quite a bit of damage, but there's just not enough of them. The Queen trying to get in the action, but there is no there is that forward pylon for our Protoss player, so he's going to continue to reinforce so easily. Now more units streaming in for Destiny.
Oh, Destiny's in so much trouble here. Fantastic force fields by Saladin, but that were his last few force fields. And he's got to do it with raw units and raw power right now. He is down in workers, but he's on 2 base, of course. The Zerg is not mining at the 3rd, and he's not able to produce as much as he would like to. The Queen is also in the battle, and here we go. Does he have any force fields? He has 1. Is he going to use it well, or is he... yeah, there he goes, using 2 of them right now. Fantastic force fields once again. The Zealots are coming in, and Saladin... he's getting a little bit of an advantage here.
Yep, those Zealots are exactly what the Doctor ordered. Those Zealots are going to be able to chase away those roaches and take out this 3rd so easily. We're going to have to see if our Protoss player continues this aggression, Lyrlian, but there is not a lot of units out for Destiny right now.
No, there's not, but he's going to have a pretty good concave here. Coming down the ramp is Saladin. He's losing a lot of health on those Stalkers because, of course... Ooh, he burrows! Nice! Of course he knows that Saladin does not have an Observer out just yet because he went for this blink timing push. The Observer has now finished, and this is going to be able to buy Destiny some time. But, of course, you know, as well as many of our viewers will know, that 2-base Zerg is not going to go up to 2-base Protoss as long. Destiny really needs to kill that Protoss army really soon if he wants to be able to stay in this. The Protoss will just be able to outproduce him.
Yep, I could not agree more, Lyrilian. He is going to have to start being more aggressive right now. Our Protoss just doing a containment right now. I mean, he is just continuing the aggression. We don't see him macroing up behind us at all. He is just continuing to warp in units, Lyrilian.
Yeah, he's not doing anything back at home. Since he started this aggression, he didn't make a single probe, and this is going to be the final engagement here. Good concave for Destiny, but this is going to be enough. The Zealots come in and are doing a ton of damage. There's more Stalkers than there are Roaches right now. That is not a good position. Usually you want to have more Roaches so you can outmass those Stalkers and get them down, but I think this will be game for Destiny here. He's dropping down to 80 supply. The drones are being pulled, but it is not going to be enough. And LOL is called by Destiny.
Again, this isn't one of Destiny's favorite matchups, so I'm sure he's quite pleased with that timing attack by our Protoss player.
Yeah, and it comes down to Destiny not scouting. If he would have seen that Twilight Council researching Blink and all the gateways, he would have known that there was a timing coming up, and he could have gone for Infestors. And just imagine a few Infestors being in that composition early enough, he would have been able to completely demolish that with a few Infestors. Just 2 Infestors would have been enough to swing the tide of that battle in his favor. But he was going for the Mutalisks. He was not able to make that investment pay off. And Destiny is going to go down a game to Saladin.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to go into a quick commercial break, and then we will be going back into some intense action between Destiny and Saladin. Saladin looking really solid right now. And commercial.
So yeah, we got Saladin going up 1-0. Time to show that on the scoreboard.
Okay. Again, guys, you are watching the Playhem $1,000 Open Tournament. We do have Saladin going 1-up in this best of 3 up against Destiny. Thank you again for supporting us. Make sure you click that follow button for Playhem and visit all their social networks and support them. If you want to keep continuing to see awesome tournaments like this, support me and Lyrilian if you wish at our Twitters, at Lyrilian or at Mr. Nerdsagger. They will be posted up in chat. Thanks again for all your support, guys.
Yeah, I'm really loving all the support we're getting from the stream today. I would love to thank everyone who's come out here to watch this tournament. I'm investing so much in these tournaments, and I am loving every single one of our viewers right now. And of course you should be watching, because this tournament is only in the round of 32. We've got round of 16, round of 8, quarterfinals, semifinals, and the grand final still coming up. So many best of 3s and best of 5s coming up, guys. So stay tuned, and I hope you're going to be enjoying this game. It's going to be game 2 in this best of 3 game series between QxG's Destiny, who is spawning in the top right spawn position on Tal'Darim altar as the red Zerg player. And in the top left, Saladin, he is in a fantastic position, up 1-0 with a +2 7-gate, or 6-gate, I guess, blink timing push, not getting a third base and completely demolishing his opponent. He is going to be Saladin in the top left. And he's of course going for that very standard Forge Expand on this map. That's pretty much all we see on this map. It's been ages since I've seen anything else than a Forge Expand on this map.
Yeah, Forge Expand, very popular among the PvZ. Again, you don't really see you see 4-gate every now and again, obviously, because there isn't that ramp choke to help defend it. But
yeah. I mean in Protoss vs Zerg, of course.
Oh, of course.
In Protoss vs Protoss, you're completely right. You're completely right. In Protoss vs Protoss, this usually comes down to 4-gate versus 4-gate, or some guy doing the anti-4-gate build and the other guy doing the 4-gate. It's really some interesting dynamics there.
It's interesting that Destiny did pick Tal'Darim, as again, this is one of those maps where Zerg have a really hard time taking that third base, and especially it's a very interesting pick by Destiny. I'm trying to decode it at this moment.
Yeah, it's a really interesting pick. Maybe he picks this map because mutas are pretty good on it. That could be the case. Yeah. It is so frustrating to play against the mutas on pretty much any map. I think the other map that we've seen, Terminus, GSL Terminus, might be even better for mutas, but this one's actually pretty decent as well. Looks like Destiny does manage to get his hatch down just as he hits 300 minerals, so Saladin this time not able to block that hatch with his probe and a pylon. So pretty well played by Destiny there.
Yeah, Destiny going to get the build that he wants, not going to have to alter it at all. And again, like you were just saying, the Protoss going with that Forge Expand. So, I mean, maybe Destiny could do some sort of play like Leenock and do that Roach Aggression. I mean, it was so beautiful when he did that at MLG. It just looked so nice. So we could possibly maybe be seeing some type of awesome 2-base aggression out of Destiny.
Yeah, we could. If Destiny knows the build, he can definitely do it. But Leenock, you know, Leenock did everything on this map perfectly versus Naniwa. He hid his roaches from the scouting probe of Naniwa. The scouting probe of Naniwa saw nothing, didn't see the roaches coming in. Even when Leenock was moving out, he kept all his links back, and he just sent about 6 or 8 speed links to deal with the probe at the watchtower, and then he moved in. Naniwa had no idea it was coming. It was so beautiful, as you just said.
Yeah, it was really sick to watch. And again, this Destiny is going to notice this Forge Fast Expand. So we're going to have to see if he is going to just offer that aggression or just continue to drone up and, like again you were talking about earlier, go for maybe even that Spire tech, because mutas are just such a hassle on this map with so much area between your bases.
Oh, what?
Wow. Oh yeah, this is common play by Destiny. I forgot to mention this. He always throws down like a proxy hatch right next to this third base. See it all the time in his stream.
Oh my god, I'm shocked that I'm not aware of that. I guess I didn't have as much time to watch his stream lately, but if you're saying it's standard, I believe it. Saladin's scouting it. Saladin's scouting it, and he's going to be like, WTF, but maybe he's aware of the strategy that Destiny does, and he knows how it plays out. If I would be playing Destiny right now, I'd be like, what did you just do? This is going to make it so hard to mine 4 gases or 6 gases in total. That gas is so far away. Or does he just drop another one?
Yeah, he just ends up dropping another one at some point. He just uses it as a macro hatch to continue to kind of get the drones that he wants, and he ends up taking these rocks out really around the right time when you would still want to take a decent third for a Zerg. So, I mean, it works out pretty well in his favor. I mean, this gas right here is pretty close to the proxy hatch, so he still kind of gets the minerals. It's more of a half base, really. You
know how we were just talking about the Roach all-in on this map?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that wall-off that Saladin has done. That's the most terrible wall-off I've ever seen. I've never seen an uglier wall-off than what he has just done. What is this? This is not Baneling-proof, not Zergling-proof, not Roach-proof, not Hydra-proof, not even Drone-proof. I mean, oh my god, this is such a bad wall-off. 2 super vulnerable pylons, the cannon being powered by this 2 super vulnerable pylons. Man, if Destiny would have gone for some kind of Roach all-in, that would have worked out so well against this wall-off.
Yeah, that would have worked out really well. Again, Destiny is taking out those rocks right now, so again, that third is going to come up pretty quick, and he's going to have that macro hatch that a lot of Zergs like to have on Tal'Darim. You usually do see them get that macro hatch up before their third.
Yeah, they do, because of those rocks, like you pointed out. Yep. In my on the production tab, I have seen the first Stargate go down, but I was surprised to see the second one, and I was even more surprised to see the third one. So we're definitely going to be seeing an all-in here out of Saladin, dropping 3 Stargates, getting out an early Void Ray there, and he's doing such a good job denying the Overlords out of his base. There's no way Destiny can scout this. There's absolutely no way Destiny is going to find out about this. The only way he can find out about this is indirect scouting information, and that is running links up into that crazy wall-off, and he might see the Stargate, and he will only see 1 sentry there as well. So Destiny could very well make an assumption that at least 1 Stargate is up. He's going to see 1, I do think. If he decides to suicide 1 Ling in, I do think he's going to see that 1 Stargate.
Yep, he is sending his Lings in right now, so he should be able to spot that S, and he does spot that Stargate, but he's going to have no idea that there's triple the production on these Void Rays, and level 1 weapons just finishing that Overlord being sniped by this Void Ray, so he knows that there has to be another one possibly on the way, so he's going to start building these Queens and getting those static defenses up.
Yeah, and he's not just getting a few, he's getting 8 spores right now. He knows he's in a ton of trouble. He, of course, does not know about the 2 Stargates in the back, but, yeah, he still knows that there's a lot of aggression on the way. Protoss player, he's seen all the amount of units that are out right now. The Spore Crawlers do finish up in time, but is it going to be enough? 1 Spore against a 3 Void Rays. But there's a Queen there as well for support. Why is he pulling that Queen back? I guess it's okay. It would have been lifted by the Phoenix.
This is very interesting. Even though he does have the 3 Stargate, he is still only utilizing 2 of them.
Nice transfuse.
Very nice.
3 Queens are out as well. He could be able to do a lot of damage here. The Void Rays are not charged. The first Void Ray dies. Destiny handling this like a champ. Queens for the win. Another Void Ray falls, and oh no, Saladin. So sloppy, losing 2 Void Rays there.
Again, like we talked about earlier on Antigua Shipyard, just utilizing these Stargate units is really hard against the Zerg, as they are able to set up such a good defense against the Stargate play, and denying that third can be really ridiculous at times.
This was so good out of Destiny, man. I am so proud. I'm not sure why I'm proud, but yeah, I'm actually not too sure. I do this build a ton in PvZ, where I go for 2 Stargates and then transition, but 3 Stargates is even more all-in, and Destiny just defending it like it's nothing. He's actually quite good at this game.
Yeah, Destiny looking really solid again right now. He has some Lings right in the middle of the map. Gonna go do some more scouting information. His good intuition tells him that the Protoss is going to be opting to go for a 3rd here, so he's going to try and deny it as long as possible.
And he... Oh my god, Ling run by! Oh, he doesn't do it! Oh dear god.
Oh, he's able to pick off a sentry there, and he's going to be able to pick off these 2 Zealots and waste some energy with these Phoenixes. I don't know if I agree with this at all. Phoenix just lifting up Lings. Not really a good utilization by the Phoenix.
Yeah, and how many units are out right now that can attack rocks? 1 Void Ray and 1 Zealot. That is it. I just spoiled it.
Destiny looking in a great position right now, taking a 4th even, getting up to 70 drones. This Stargate play really did not work out for Saladin. Triple Stargate, a little too much if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely a little too much. He could have gone with 2 gateways, or 2 Stargates, and pretty much have the same amount of units. He had 3 Void Rays a little bit earlier than you normally would, so I guess it could be worth the investment, but Destiny just preparing like a champ that he is. And now we see that 1 Void Ray working away at those rocks, but that 3rd base is going to be so late.
Yeah, that 3rd base. And if he does not wall off down here at this ramp, it's going to be able to be denied by the Zerg so easily. I mean, Destiny is going to stop probably droning here momentarily as he is getting up to that 80 mark. And he is just going to continue to add the aggression. These Phoenixes doing all they can, picking off a lot of drones right now. Really no anti-air from Destiny.
That is weird that he didn't reposition those Spore Crawlers. He should be, you know, aware of the fact that most of the Void Rays died, and Void Rays are no longer really a threat. So I would have loved to see him position these 3 Spore Crawlers near the infestation pit in the back of his mineral line. He would have been able to keep those drones alive, but of course not that big of a deal because he is ahead, and losing 4 workers there, nah, not gonna hurt him as much in the long run.
Nope, not a big deal for Destiny. He's just macroing so hard. He does have Hive Tech come on the way as well. Very early Hive Tech, and Nidus Worm, literally interesting.
Oh, sorry, man. I get so excited from this game. Man. I keep on interrupting you.
No, it's fine. Nidus Worms are exciting things. These are very rare occasions sometimes.
Yeah, this is so exciting. Oh, looks like the Phoenix are going to be finding this drone oasis here, and fantastic job by Destiny burrowing them. Wow, good move there, keeping at least 3 or 4 extra alive than he normally would have. Very, very cool play. Of course, no observer there to spawn them. There's 10 infestors out, though. He has to be so careful with these Phoenix. Ooh, looks like they are managing to get away, and they're going to be flying over those spores. Is one going to die? Nope, they're all staying alive. So for now, this game is still going on. Saladin is still in a decent position. He is getting up his 3rd base to the 4 bases of the Zerg. But the Nidus Worm is going down. Nerdswagger.
Yep, this is going to be really interesting. There's going to be so much damage. Some infested Terrans are starting to pop out. This main is not looking good. This Robo Bay is going to go down. If he can take out that Robo before the upgrade finishes, that will be huge. 1 Colossus out right now and tons of Phoenix, but he's not opting to target that Robo just yet. No,
it's going to finish the upgrade just as Destiny starts to focus it with a few links. So the Robotics Bay will fall, and he's going to be limited to 2 Colossi, but 2 Colossi could really help cleaning this up. Looks like he wants to get the Nexus. Not the best move right now. He's not going to be able to get it, I think, or will he? Oh, it's going to be close.
He still continues the stream, and Zerglings, so many Zerglings behind this aggression coming out of the Nidus Ring, but there's Colossus on the field. They're going to be able to take out these Zerglings so easily. He should have sniped at that Robo. Phoenix is still trying to do all they can. One Colossus does go down, only one Colossus. Yes, still so many Zerglings in there, and there's really not a lot of ground forces right now for our Protoss player.
No, there is not, and this could very well be game 66 supply and Saladin GG's. I've actually been checking out that War Prism at the second base of Destiny a few times during that battle, because there was a War Prism there, and I was like, he's going to counterattack, and he might be able to get back into that, but he was so busy trying to keep his main base alive that he didn't even have the time to rescue that, or utilize that War Prism in the back of his base. So Destiny is going to be tying up this series 1-1 right now. Pretty sick.
It's pretty awesome. We are going to be going into that ace match. We're going to have to see what Saladin opts for, what map he opts for, that is. And can't get more excited for an ace match, can you, literally?
No, man, I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to Destiny's play. He is always so good, and also very entertaining and very trolling sometimes. So there's definitely a sick ace match coming up, guys. Tell your friends that here at Playhem TV, at the Playhem $1,000 tournament, we've got a sick ace match coming up in about a minute time. We're going to be running a quick commercial, so run to the fridge and get a quick drink, because we're going to be back with the ace match, Destiny versus Saladin, in just a minute after this quick commercial.
And commercial. BRB. Sorry about that.
Okay, sweet. Me and Nerdswagger are back. Looks like Destiny is ready, and so is Saladin. So we're going to be heading into the ace match right now. The round of 32 ace match. The winner of this will be advancing to the round of 62 and be that much closer to winning a piece of the $1,000 that we got up for grabs today. It's going to be good, Mr. Nerdswagger.
I'm really excited here. One of our favorite matchups, PVZ going down on Shattered Temple right now.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. Another map, hard for Zerg, I would say, in my opinion, but we're going to have to see what Destiny is going to go for us. Maybe he'll go for one of those weird proxy hatches by the high yield.
Yeah, I've seen him do that against Deezer, I believe. He went offline on his stream. He made it black, and he played the game versus Deezer, and then he showed the replay to everyone watching. And I guess we can go on about that for a little bit, because the start of the game is going to be slow. But Destiny got a proxy hatch in this position near the gold base. They actually spawned in these exact positions. He got his base over here and pretty much made a lot of Zerglings and a few roaches, I believe. And he pretty much just overrun the expansion of Deezer. Deezer trying to push out with like his 3-gate expand-ish army, and then all of a sudden Destiny was there. He was actually mining at it as well from the 3 gold patches, and he was actually getting a decent income. So a really cool strategy out of Destiny there. Hoping to see that. I'm going to do the introductions real fast. Destiny, our teal Zerg player, he was able to tie the series up 1-1. He's spawning in the 12 o'clock spawn position, and his opponent in close air, our red Protoss player Saladin, was able to take game 1 with a +2 blink timing push, and losing game 2. His triple Stargate play not really working out for him, and he fell really far behind of that. The Nidus Worm of Destiny was enough to seal the deal. This game's going to be great, man. I know it.
Yeah, I can't wait. We've been seeing some great play out of Destiny so far tonight. Just we saw that really entertaining game right away on Terminus, and now he's been playing a little bit more serious as we are advancing into the bracket. It looks like he is going to be opting for that early hatchery right now, and then going for that gas first, and then the spawning pool. So this should be really interesting, more macro style game, I would say. Let's see what Saladin's going to bring out for us.
Oh, drones being pulled to surround the probe. He's getting the surround, and he gets it. Very well done by Destiny. No more scouting information for you, probe. And there's already so many interesting things going down that we can talk about. This hatchery, I was keeping an eye on the action that was going down there. Destiny wanted to go for that 15 hatch and sent his drone down a little bit early, and Saladin was like, oh, by now you should have dropped your spawning pool, but Destiny didn't drop his spawning pool just yet. He went up to 320 minerals only, and the probe went and moved away behind the minerals, and Destiny was like, trollolololol face, I'm gonna drop my hatchery anyway. So he got his 15 hatch down at the time that he wanted it. He is just getting his build down exactly as he had things planned, and looks like Saladin is playing a little unorthodox at best. Might even... No, he's adding on his second gas.
Yep,
I was a little bit worried there for a second, seeing that early Zealot.
I was thinking the exact same thing, literally, and I was just staring at that second gas. I'm like, when are you going to take it, and what are you going to do? But yep, now our Protoss player looking a little more standard right now, obviously, but we're going to have to see if he's going to be going for more of the safer 3-gate expand, or if he's just going to opt to go straight for that fast expand.
Yeah, he could do a lot of things right now. What we sometimes see players do is chrono boost out a Zealot and 2 Stalkers, and then pressure the Zerg, because the Zerg is not going to have speed for a long time, but I think Destiny is very well aware of that. He is now getting out this Overlord. Is that Overlord going to be seeing anything? Nah, it's just outside of vision range. But Destiny should know that Saladin is gonna, do something, because he's playing really greedy right now. Very good job by Destiny making those 8 links. Of course, they do not have speed just yet, and this is so good by Destiny, what he's doing right now. You know why?
Yeah, definitely. Why is that? Literally, you tell me.
Nah, you know why as well.
I know why. Literally, Destiny getting out these lings is going to be able to stop this aggression pretty easily. Like you said, you usually see like maybe 2 Stalkers and a Zealot, but this speed is going to be finishing at such a great time for when this Protoss second is going to be going up. He is opting to throw the gateways up before the Nexus, so we're going to have to see if he's going to be able to block that, but I think Destiny will be able to deny that quite easily.
Yeah, this is a little bit of weird play. Some nice micro going down on the links by Destiny, saving most of them, only losing 1 link there, killing that Zealot. That is very effective play. Taking a look at the units lost, we can see that Destiny's only lost 2 links and killed a Zealot and a probe out of Saladin, so good job there. He's gonna go in here and see what he can get done, but unfortunately for him, it is not much. He's making 10 Zerglings. He made those before he saw this wall off, and I think he's gonna be regretting making those 10 links, because I don't see how he can make any use of them right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's just going to have to opt to use them as the rock destroyers. He's going to have to destroy these destructible rocks right here, as we see in the high yield. And that's the use that he is going to use them for. He's taking advantage of them all over.
I just had a flashback to my World of Warcraft days. Zerglings with titles above their heads. The Rock Destroyers.
Very nice.
Sounds pretty impressive, but actually it is not impressive whatsoever. And the same way it was with titles in World of Warcraft. I mean, those titles above your head looked pretty impressive, but actually most of them were totally meaningless. Anyway, a little bit of my World of Warcraft background catching up to me there.
Very nice, and we do see the sentry starting to opt to take down these rocks down here in the the bottom right-hand corner, excuse me. So he is going to be going for a fast third as well. This Protoss Saladin playing very passive right now, opting to get a Stargate, so he is going to try and add some harassment with some Stargate, as we did see last game as well, so hopefully he can utilize that a lot better.
Yeah, and last game he wasn't able to utilize it whatsoever. This time, of course, he didn't went for a Nexus first. He went for a 3-gate expand, so it would be so weird to see him go for triple Stargate play again. He is just getting out a single Void Ray. Last game he did pretty much the same thing and added on 2, but that's definitely not what he's going to be doing right now. It would be way too late for a triple Stargate play to come down. So it's just going to be 1 Stargate. He's getting a Void Ray, and I'm not too sure how much damage this is going to do. Destiny's definitely not going to be expecting it. It is not that common to see Stargate play on this map.
Yeah, definitely. And this Void Raid, the Protoss player is going to show his cards right away, going to be attacking this Overlord that is going into the Protoss' base, so he's going to be able to get up those static defenses a little early. I mean, he's going to be throwing down another Queen, and here come the Spore Crawlers, Lyrilian.
How many is he throwing down? Wow, he's actually throwing down 2 in his main base, and should probably get 2 in his natural as well, and he's investing a lot into defending this right now. But oh, the Phoenix is coming, the Phoenix is coming, the Queen needs to run!
There are 2 Queens now there, so they are going to be doing a lot of damage to this Void Ray and this Phoenix. He's going to need to add a lot more Stargate play into this. Again, this is just so hard to utilize. The Zerg can get up their defenses so quick. Even another, I think he's, nope, just, yeah, 1 more Queen, there it is, coming out of the natural. A lot of defense, anti-air from Destiny.
Destiny handled that like a champ once again, dropping the 2 Spore Crawlers just in time, attacking with his Queen, knowing that his Spore Crawler would finish up if the Void Ray switched targets. And Destiny's really impressing me right now. Holding off the Stargate play out of Protoss opponents is definitely something he does well. Looks like we had a attempt on a run-by near the potential third base of the Protoss player, and a lot of links went down for Destiny there. That definitely did not work out to his advantage. And looks like I said, the Protoss player already breaking down those rocks, and I do think he's going to be setting up an early third base to keep up with the Zerg.
Yeah, he is quite behind right now. 60 drones to 44 probes. That Stargate play, I think, set him a little behind, not really utilizing it, as I said before. That Spire coming down from Destiny. We saw the great Muta control that he had on Terminus, so we might be able to see that again. Look at the Protoss's main at this point. If Mutas were to just to fly in there, he could do so much damage, Lilian.
Only 1 pylon there as well. If he focuses down that pylon, it would take ages for those units to get in. But in the meantime, we got some harassment going down actually at the third base of Destiny, at the gold base. But he lost a few drones there. Let's see how many he lost. He lost 4 in total this game, so not that big of a deal. But definitely Saladin making the most out of these Stargate units. He was not able to do any direct damage initially, but he's keeping them around. He's keeping map control with them. He's killing stray overlords, and he's definitely making use of that 1 Stargate that he has.
Yeah, both players looking pretty even at this point, looking pretty solid. And again, we just see this passive Saladin right now, just trying to get up his third. We are going to probably see him throwing up some more Warp Gate units. We do finally see a Robo come out of him and a Warp Prism, so we got to make sure we keep our eyes on this guy.
Yeah, he's. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on a minimap to see where that Warp Prism goes. It might fly straight into the 10 mutas that are coming out, though, and that's going to be pretty much game for that Warp Prism. Of course, this game is still pretty even. Destiny might have a slight lead. I'm actually not too sure why he decided to go for the mutas. There's already 5 Phoenix out, and 5 Phoenix deal pretty okay with 10 mutas if you micro them perfectly. And going up to 8 Phoenix just demolishes pretty much any kind of Mutalisks if you get that critical amount of Phoenix. It's so ugly sometimes when those Phoenix get to the high numbers.
Definitely, we are seeing a huge aggression go down in the main base for Destiny. Nice force fields going off, trying to block off all these drones. Zealots trying to do the damage they can. They're kind of standing around right now. He's trying to do the hold position, but the mutas start to come in. Going to be able to pick up these sentries really easy, Lirlian, and then the Zealots are going to go down really quick as well.
Saladin was trying to take a page out of Liquid Hero's book there, but you're not supposed to let all your sentries die like that, Mr. Saladin. Don't you think that seemed like a lot really similar to the strategy that Liquid Hero loves to do with these sentries and the War Prism as well?
Yep, I would definitely agree, but he did not get it down like Liquid Hero did.
No, he definitely did not. Completely mismicroed that. 4 full energy sentries going down there for killing what? Like 5 or 6 drones? Not worth it.
Not a lot of damage at all.
But Saladin is not in a bad position, man. He has Phoenix out to deal with the mutas. I definitely would like to see Destiny get those infestors out, and that's what he's doing. He's getting his infestation pit. I'm trying to find it. There it is, next to the Spire. And infestor muta, actually pretty okay to deal with high Phoenix counts if you get that good fungal growth off on those Phoenix. They die pretty fast because they don't have a lot of health.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and this is a style I've been seeing from a lot more Protoss lately. They get up into that kind of 12 to 15 range of Phoenix while going towards Colossus, so that when the Zerg tries to go for Corruptors and any sort of anti-air play, that the Phoenix just demolish them, and they have a nice Stalker count on the ground as well. So this should be a very interesting engagement once these forces start to get up into that max range.
It's 8 Phoenix right now versus how many meters were there? 23, and 23 meters can deal with 22 Phoenix. Looks like he's going to go straight into the mineral line, try to get some probe kills here, and he definitely will. A Phoenix way out of position, trying to make their way over, but a lot of probes are going down, and Destiny is just killing those stalkers and killing the probes. 15, 18, 20, 22 workers killed, but now he's going to be caught by the Phoenix, and he is definitely going to lose a lot of mutas here.
Yep, those Phoenix, he's trying to do the micro the best he can, but Destiny's not going to be able to get any of these mutas out. All of them are going to go down. I do not know if that was very cost efficient. I mean, he did take out 22 probes, but every single muta went down, Lirlian.
Yeah, literally every single muta went down. And if this would have been last game, or the game versus, what was his name again? Pobes or something like that?
Pobs.
Anyway, in that game, Destiny would just remake another 20 mutas right now and keep on trolling. But right now he's playing more serious. He's following it up with a serious follow-up. He's making a lot of links and a lot of infestors, has a few roaches in the mix, and he's transitioning into his sort of mid-late game plan. I would like to see him start that hive relatively soon as well. I mean, why not? He has the infestation pit, he has the resources to do so. He is on 4 base to the Protoss 3, so he could start that hive and get ready for Broodlords.
Yep, and just as you say, he does start that hive literally, and he is throwing up a 5th base as well. He does have really great map control, but we do see DTs now on the field, 4 of them. Noticing that 5th base going up, these 4 are going to be able to snipe this 3rd Pierce so easily. Let's see how he decides to use these, because those spore crawlers are everywhere, literally.
Oh, nice. He's lifting up over the rocks. And that 3rd base or 4th base actually out of Destiny is completely undefended. And there is no way... Is there even an Overseer out? No, there's not. There are some Infestors, though. If those Infestors start woggling over there immediately... Oh, they're out in the middle of the map. But... there he goes, going into that 4th base, and that is definitely going to go down without Destiny being anything that he can do about it. He might lose this 5th base in the 9 o'clock position as well if he's not careful, and then we're going to be seeing a 3 base versus 3 base scenario, and Saladin will be back into this game.
So we know what that means literally, and that is not looking good for Destiny at this point. So really nice 2-pronged attack by our Protoss player, taking out that 5th and 3rd base. Nice DT play. He just picks them back up, and he's probably going to save them for a later day. When back at home, he's just continuing to build that Air Force and the Colossus count. He's even got some Void Rays back in the mix. I think 4 Colossus now, Lirlian.
Yeah, this is such a scary army right now for Saladin. He could hit an amazing timing. His upgrades are at 1-1, and Destiny is sitting at 1-0 for the Roaches and 1-1 for the Zerglings. And pretty much it comes down to Saladin, attack moving, he will probably win. There is no Neural Parasite out, I believe, so he will not be able to control those Colossi. He has nothing to do with the Colossi right now, nothing whatsoever. This is going to be ugly.
Yeah, there are so many Lings on the field, and here comes that engagement right now. Those Colossus doing so much damage. We even have some Archons. That splash damage is going to be so much. Destiny not looking in a great position. He's going to have to fall back to all these Spine Crawlers, which will slow the Protoss army down just a little bit.
Yeah, and that might be exactly what he needs. He's making 6 Corruptors, but 6 Corruptors is not enough to deal with 4 Colossi, 6 Phoenix, and 2 Void Rays. I do think Saladin is in a good position to take this game. He is now going to be pushing into these Spine Crawlers. Maybe a little bit surprised to find this many. While Destiny is gearing up to intercept the Stalker reinforcements. They do have Blink, so they could Blink to safety or maybe try to get there. But in the meantime, we see Saladin pushing towards the gold base of Destiny, getting all those Spine Crawlers down.
Yep, and we do see our Saladin adding this great aggression. I don't know if Destiny's going to be able to stop this at all. He is even opting to go for the high yield. Zerglings are going to be flanking the Protoss right now, but I just don't think they're going to be able to take out all of these Colossus.
No, those Colossi will roast all those Zerglings before they even get close. They do have 2-2 right now, so Destiny bought some time for his upgrades to finish. He's now out-upgrading the Protoss player by just 1, making another 13 Corruptors. And looks like he's not going to wait for them. He's trying to push in. Those Zerglings coming from the back. Is it going to be enough? He gets a fantastic surround, but is it going to be enough? Once more, I am not sure.
One Colossus does go down Lirlian, but another one pops in. Another Colossus goes down. He's still at 4 Colossus. Infestors burrowed underneath, trying to fungal the Colossus so he can surround them. All the Colossus go down, Lirlian. The Protoss army is destroyed, and Destiny is back in this game, Lirlian.
This is so sick. Back and forth, Destiny getting ready to go into the gold base of Saladin here, and he might have a good opportunity. There are some DTs, and he doesn't have an Overseer, and that might make him turn back. He does have an Infestor, but he only has about 2 Fungals ready, and looks like he will not be able to eliminate this 3rd base. And our Protoss player is sticking with his Colossi play. Wow, his Colossi count was just reset. I'm not too sure if I agree with that. There's so many Corruptors out on the field right now. Destiny is up by supply by about 50 right now, and he's retaking all his bases. He's got his 3rd base in the back again. He has a 4th base in the 9 o'clock, but once again, the Protoss player is retaining all his bases as well. He doesn't have a lot of probes at most of them, but he has 4 bases. He is still in this, even though he's down and just lost his entire army. This game's actually more even than most of you would expect.
Yeah, than we previously thought. We thought Destiny was looking in such a terrible position. I mean, he did lose that high yield, but there was not a lot of minerals left there anyways. And now we do see him going for that greater spire. I mean, he has so many Corruptors, literally, and he's sitting on 19 Corruptors. All he has to do is morph in maybe 10 to 15 Broodlords and keep a few Corruptors around for those Colossus, and he'll be able to do so much damage.
You're talking about that as if it's nothing. Just morph in 10 to 15 Broodlords. I mean, they're not that expensive. I mean, that would only cost you 1,500 minerals and 1,500 gas. And guess what, Nerdswagger?
What, Lyrlian?
He has 1,500 minerals and he has 1,500 gas, so he will be able to morph 10 Broodlords as you predicted. I think that might be exactly what we see. Or actually, no, he doesn't have supply enough to morph in 10, but
he needs to go kill some drones.
Yeah, he needs to build another Spinecrawler forest. I think he's going to realize right now that he wants more of those Broodlords. He might send out some Zerglings to die, and I think that's exactly what this pack of Zerglings is going to do.
Yep.
Kill me,
I'm Lings.
I want to die is what he's saying. He's trying to do some damage. He might get a single probe kill. Yes! The last Ling getting the last hit off on that last probe. So he's going to be able to morph another 3. He's getting a +3 ground or flyer attack upgrade actually. So those Corruptors are going to do an insane amount of damage to the Colossi. He has nothing really to deal with the insane Broodlord count. His Stalkers don't have the best upgrades just yet. There are 3 Void Rays actually, so yeah, he's in a decent position. What are those 5 Mutas doing here?
I think he's going to free up supply with those as well, as those aren't being utilized as much. So he's just going to have those die to the Phoenix and get some just any more scouting information he might need to see what he's pumping out, and that exact Phoenix count as well. Again, he doesn't want to morph all those Corruptors into Broodlords. He needs some of those Corruptors around for anti-air.
Yeah, of course, he needs some of those Corruptors to be around. But why did he make those 5 Mutalisks? I think that was a little bit of a mispress there. Those Mutas were made a few minutes ago, and he definitely had no use for 5 Mutas at that point. And looks like we could see the game-ending move here by Destiny. He's in a commanding lead. We see some DT arrest denying the 5th base out of Destiny at the same time. But Destiny has some more burrowed links to deny the 5th base out of the Protoss as well. Things are looking really even now. It could go both ways. This Death Ball is so scary for any Zerg player, and here we go. The engagement has started. The blink forward comes, and the Fungals are not going down actually just yet. Oh, this is gonna be close. The Broodlords are starting to fall, but there's so many more Broodlords in the back. The Protoss is on the retreat.
Yeah, it's not looking good for our Protoss players. So many Broodlords in this army composition, literally, and we have 9 right now. And so much anti-air, going to be able to take out those Colossus so easily. These Siege Broodlings are going to be able to do so much damage. So many Roaches and Lings coming up behind it, and upgrades finishing as well. That 3 Flyers might be able to finish as the attack continues. But Destiny's still going to have to be careful with these Broodlords, because if he loses those, it just might be GG for him as well.
Yeah, he is being careful with them. He was even neuropyrociting Void Rays there to keep them from dying. So Destiny definitely being careful with his Broodlords, but now the neuroparasites end and there's nothing to defend them anymore. And he's just throwing roaches at the Protoss player right now. And if he kills this gold base, he's going to be in a fantastic position. If he kills this gold base, I don't think Saladin can come back from this. Even though he does have 2k minerals saved up, he just doesn't have any tech out right now. He can only make 1 Void Ray and 1 Colossi at a time, and that's just not going to be enough. And there goes the gold base, and with it goes any chance that Saladin is going to be winning this game.
And let's see, oh my gosh, Lyrlian, no Observer is on the field, so this Burrow doing so much for the Zerg player right now. He's going to be able to do so much damage. He's going to just be able to keep microing these Roaches and Lings and heal them up so fast. Colossus continue to pop out. It's just not good
Colossus. At all. I think he's going to go down. He's going to run right into the burrowed Roaches, and I think we're going to see the GG out of Saladin really soon right now. Once again confined to 3 base. He is still trying to deal with these Roaches. There's even some changelings in there, so I think Destiny has already started his trolling campaign. There's 2 DTs out of Saladin standing at the gold base, being a little bit disappointed that there's nothing for them to kill. And look at the army that Destiny is gathering at his natural.
Yeah, Destiny is going to make one final push here. It's coming across the map right now. Our Protoss player only having these Phoenixes and these Void Rays, really, and only mining off of 1 base back here.
Whoa, that looks cool, man. Do you see those rocks flying under those Roaches?
Oh, yeah.
That's
nice.
really cool. If you lift a burrowed Roach, you see rocks flying in the air as well. That's pretty cool. I bet a lot of you didn't know that.
That's something that we definitely all need to know now.
And this is pretty much the last battle here. I don't think the Protoss has the slightest chance in hell to be surviving this. And GG is called Destiny 6 series. Don't you agree, Nerdswagger?
I couldn't agree more, Lyrlian. He just continues to advance and continues to show us some great play.
This is so great. I hope there's a good series waiting for Destiny in the next round. We will definitely follow him around if possible. We're going to have to see what our admins have in mind. Destiny is going to take this series 2-1 over Saladin, and he will be advancing to the round of 16. Going to have to see who's waiting for him there. We will be taking a really quick break, running a few commercials. I am Lurlian, casting here with Nerd Swagger. I am at Lurlian on Twitter, and he is at Mr. Nerd Swagger. Please add us if you want to support our casting shenanigans. We're going to be running a quick commercial, and after that we're going to be back with another